Welcome to
Epic Star Wars Battle Reports! I'm your co-host Dave.
And I'm your other co-host, Alex.
Today we're discussing two things that we love a lot.
Oh man, this is a great topic, Dave.
Yes, and it's called...
Why Game of Thrones is Star Wars.
That's right, you heard this. Blasphemy? What is this? Cats and dogs? Up is down, down is up? What's going on here, folks? Well, it is true. And today, Alex and I are going to be reporting on this.
Yes. This is going to take up the whole video, so if you're in for an epic nerd debate that's maybe between half an hour to an hour long, settle in.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, guys, spoilers abound for both Star Wars and Game of Thrones.
Yes.
So if you don't want anything spoiled, either change the channel, or we do is put it on mute and then leave a like and subscribe, and then do whatever you want. Got it plugged.
Yeah, but a lot of spoilers for both Game of Thrones and Star Wars. We are going to be talking about why Game of Thrones is Star Wars.
Can I just bring up a really great example right away?
Yeah.
Parallel between Jon Snow and Anakin Skywalker. Both Anakin and Jon are the chosen one. Mm-hmm. Anakin, you were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them. Jon, you were supposed to destroy the Wildlings, not join them.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it, but he's not like an emo bad guy, just
and
like Anakin.
He's not actual wildling.
He is emo though. The emo is strong.
Careful, man. Jon Snow is my favorite character.
Well, Darth Vader's among my favorites too, so I have to defend my side as well. But I think Hayden Christensen is both of my least favorites. So.
At least Kit Harington can act. So that is something.
He can act okay.
He can act in Game of Thrones at the very least. We're not talking about Pompeii or anything else, or the Infinity commercial.
He's alright.
I don't know. I take it back. That Infinity commercial, yeah. Kit Harington is having a really good time in that Infinity. I want to go and buy one. Not really, but...
Alright, so that's a good example.
Kid, for watching this, I love you heterally. Heterally.
We, of course, just like in Star Wars, we have a different opinion as to which house should win Game of Thrones.
Yes, I'm a huge House Stark fan.
And I'm, of course, a fan of House Lannister. So we always end up on different sides of this.
Yes. Even when we're playing Game of Thrones pinball, I always pick House Stark and you like House Lannister. Don't get me wrong, I like House Lannister. If not for them, we wouldn't have Tyrion.
I know, exactly.
But everything, and the hottest incest couple ever.
Yeah, that's true too.
They're like the naughty Luke and Leia.
That's good.
Spoiler. But I'm sure you know what we're referring to. If you don't, Jaime and Cersei.
Yes.
Cersei. Syllables. Okay.
Or Cersei.
Cersei. However you pronounce it. Tomato.
Okay. So let's debate this, because we're gonna go through just almost most every character that's a major character in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
And think about what their Star Wars analog is, I guess.
And at some point I'll jump around and I'll pick random characters. First off with a jump around, shall we?
Okay.
In Star Wars, may I please give you the Unsullied in Star Wars, or the other way around, or the Clone Troopers, or the Clone Troopers, surprise.
Unsullied.
These are the Unsullied, basically the Unsullied.
Yes.
How may I ask? First of all, they are very much into abstention from
reproduction.
Reproduction. They are trained from birth to be the perfect warrior. They have no fear. Maybe you hear in the background of a clone trooper screaming from pain while being blown up by something, but they do never go say, "Let's go run and hide." They go into battle. They don't question orders.
Also, think about this: the Unsullied are a mercenary army you have to pay for, and the clone troopers are all based off Boba Fett, who is bounty hunter, who's you have to pay for.
How did the Republic get the clones? They had to pay the Cominians to train them, birth them and train them. They are a hired army.
They're basically a hired army. You hire the Kaminoans to make an army for you. So same idea.
So there's right there.
Okay, that's a great example, Dave.
So again, our point is we're saying the Unsullied are the clone troopers of
Game of
Thrones,
Thrones.
and vice versa. The clone troopers are the Unsullied of Star Wars.
That's a good one. Any other ones that come to the top of your head?
Ooh, that was one of our jump arounds.
Okay.
We're gonna go by house style. We're gonna go by the best one first. It's just I happen to be the one who wrote this list. This is just a talking point list that Alex and I came up with.
Right.
Stark.
Stark. Go ahead.
Ned. Can I say about Ned? What a great Jedi. He is a epitome of, he is like a Mace Windu type. He is wise and he is a battle-hardened warrior.
Mace Windu. I don't know if he's Mace Windu, but I think he is.
He's not
He
Yoda.
does exhibit the. I think he's more like Qui-Gon Jinn,
More of a Qui-Gon
who got killed early on. I think that's the best analogy, actually.
By a young upstart apprentice. Oh,
Yeah!
oh! Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding,
Points
ding.
for us. Bump it.
Boom. All right. So he does remind me of quite. He's elderly and wise, and also has a good heart, but in the end gets cut down by an apprentice.
Cut down by an apprentice.
Joffrey. I am the
Okay, next is Rob.
Rob with two B's.
Rob with two B's.
I feel like he gets Order 66. I just feel that way somehow.
Order 6. Well, that was with
Like
the
that feels to me like the Red Wedding.
Red Wedding was an Order 66,
66.
on House Stark.
Yeah, we were debating earlier.
Oh, there we go. Order 66. Red Wedding.
Another parallel.
Boom.
Damn. All right, and the other thing was Alderaan blowing up. We said that
It
was
the Sept.
the Sept blowing up. Yeah,
That was Alderaan.
basically.
I can't argue with that.
That's a good. Yep. All right, so we were talking about Rob with two B's. Yeah, he
Rob
gets
with 2 Bs.
Order 66, but he is another Jedi.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He's just he's a typical Guardian. You know, he's more like a battle master. I'd say he's a battle master. He's like a not a Syndrille per se, but he's like Obi-Wan. He's handy with the sword. I wouldn't say he's a slouch.
What would be the one Jedi that you liken him most to? A leader, like maybe like Plo Koon, or I don't know. He got Order 66. Plo Koon did.
No, you know what I like actually?
who's the
Eth
guy
Koth. Eth Koth. Remember the Zabrak Jedi? Remember from an episode of Clone Wars?
I do.
Grievous
Yeah, I
corners
do
him and
remember that.
captures
Okay.
him. I mean, Eth Koth is a boss. The guy can fight. He is a Jedi. He's an accomplished Jedi master. But like Rob, he got taken down.
But okay, so enough about Rob. I don't think there's anything interesting else about him.
Next, my favorite,
Mm-hmm.
a White Wolf himself,
Jon
Jon
Snow.
Snow.
So who is he? Do you think he's Anakin? I mean, I don't really. I think he's
God, no, he's Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, he's Luke Skywalker.
He is Luke. He is the Luke
Skywalker of Game of Thrones.
Luke was intimate with a redheaded woman, and so was John. John Ygritte is a redhead. So is
Well,
RJ.
you might want to start at the beginning. First of all, he's not raised by his real parents.
No, he is not.
His real parents are.
Are for those of you who are we know who his real parents are. We're just gonna. I mean, we said spoilers, but this is like a spoiler, and it's still it's not
not yet revealed. Yeah, so
it's not.
It's a future spoiler. You can't really.
We know who one of his real parents
But yeah,
is.
but the point is, Jon Snow was not raised by his birth parents, but by an adopted family, just like Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, pretty much. They both are quick learners.
Mm-hmm.
Very quick. I mean, they're both very good. I mean, Luke's swordsmanship is very good, and so is John's.
Mm-hmm.
They're both natural leaders. They're both very wise beyond their years and their youth.
They're both just very nice people. They're very courteous people.
These are guys you can sit down and have a chat with, or play some Scrabble, or have a hot dog with.
In both universes, they stand out as the naive good guys out of an evil.
They are
kind
the
of
conscience.
universe. Yeah, exactly. Good way of putting it. All right. Anything else about Jon Snow and Luke Skywalker? They are both tempted by the dark side.
They are, yeah.
And I guess that can
Both
segue.
have to make hard decisions. I mean, we know Luke made a hard decision with after what Kylo Ren did to his academy, and Jon Snow had to make a hard decision to do after the mutineering with Silencer. I think he was like, I'm just gonna go and hang Ollie and the rest of them. He's like, nope. I don't think John was. John wasn't fist bumping. Fist bumping Sir Davos. Hang him, pounded Sir Davos. He was with a heavy heart that he had to execute him.
one of the major things about Jon Snow is that he gets killed and comes back to life. But I can't think of a time where Skywalker gets killed and comes back to life. But hold on a sec. But the thing is this: I just realized this. Skywalker doesn't get killed, but he disappears and then comes back into the universe.
He, so to speak, bows out of his obligation, which John does with leaving the Night's Watch.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, that's a lot of parallel. He is the Luke Skywalker. He's the good guy.
And even further, John gets asked to become the King of the North, and Luke is being asked to sort of, I don't even call him the King of the Resistance, but he's pretty much coming back to lead the Resistance by Leia, at the very end of the episode.
And he's always a reluctant leader. Yeah.
Very much so.
Both of them are.
But notice he can lead.
You can, yeah. Okay. What else? Both good with swords, yada yada. Anything else on Jon Snow, your favorite buddy?
I'm sure something will pop up later. That's the exact moment I can't think of anything else at the moment.
Okay.
Both are very handsome fellows. There we go. But no, that's all I can think of.
All right. So
they both have attractive sisters.
yeah, but that segues really well because sisters.
Speaking of sisters.
John has sisters, including Sansa and Arya. So, which one should we take first of
Let's
those
go with
two?
Sansa, because Sansa was annoying and kind of just a wet noodle until the very end of last season 6.
Yeah.
With, like you said, your dogs haven't been fed for 7 days.
I'm
like, Sansa, now we're cooking.
Or
in this case, raw meat.
yeah.
Sansa is... I wouldn't really compare anyone in Star Wars per se. I guess she's... You know what? No, she's a little Padme. A little bit of Padme.
Exactly.
She's learning... Padme starts off naive and she learns to play the game.
That's right.
That's what Padme learns to play the game. Bureaucracy and stuff like that. And she's not... When push comes to shove, she will shove back, and that's what she did with dispatching of her hubby. Just like Padme is the way to pick up a blaster and start shooting like when they're inside the Coliseum. And
she will...
she wasn't hiding behind Anakin in the Coliseum in episode 2. She was blasting away at battle droids.
Yeah, she kind of has that Padme vibe to me as well. Yeah. All right.
Arya now. Ooh,
Arya Stark.
Another one of my favorite characters.
Oh man.
Do you want to know why I'm a huge Stark fan?
Yeah.
Jon, Ned,
dead.
Arya. Ned is dead. Arya is
little tiny girl with a freaking needle. Oh boy.
The last thing I want you to see before you die is a Stark smiling down upon you. Are you kidding me?
Oh wow, she could kill an old man who's like 87.
She fed him his own children. She fed him his own adult sons. A little girl killed 2 adults, put them into a pie, and fed them to their father. Oh my goodness. Yeah, she's a little helpless damsel in distress. So she like a little Dakota fan? I forget it.
I get the sense that she's just in there for the little girls to go like, woo, yay!
Can't go. She's a good role model. Don't take garbage from anybody.
Yeah.
As far as who is she in Star Wars?
Yeah, who is she in Star Wars?
A murderous Jawa. I don't know. I'm kidding. No, but seriously, that's not fair. Okay.
She's a young version of.
I would say she is an Anakin. A young Anakin. Because one thing people didn't know about episode 1.
That's true.
I don't know if about this dude. You know, I love trivia. Is did you know that I think there was a scene that was originally written in episode 1 where Anakin was supposed to be on top of pummeling like his friend Greedo, the little green guy.
Yeah.
You're supposed to see Anakin showing a flare up of the dark side at a young age, and they ended up just cutting it out. It would have been useless anyways, but that still shows that there's a Darkseid, and she does have a game with Lara Darkseid. Should she stay with Jack and Hagar, or should she reunite?
I agree. That's a good. Yeah, she's just like Kid Anakin, very gifted. Very talented, very independent. They're both very independent. I mean, they're both very intelligent.
Very intelligent.
At a very young age.
Anakin built C-3PO in his own pod racer. Yeah. That you don't idiot into that. Just the art of like being an assassin. That's an art. It's a craft. And she's able to sneak up on Meryn Trent and what's his the guy who fed the pie to his name? I forgot his name at the moment.
No, but yeah, she can do a lot at a very young age. So that's kind of the whole point with both of them. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else about her? She has this weird thing going with the Hound. I don't get that.
The Hound. Well, the Hound's
Yeah.
like her. Was her? Well, it's
Well-
her unofficial protector. I mean, it's both. She's more like a precious commodity that he's transporting. So
Mm-hmm.
he's a Brinks truck and she's a loot inside of it. He is a Brinks truck. The guy's a beast. Speaking of siblings.
Yes. Who
Yeah,
left in the
real
Stark
quick,
family? Because there's not many Stark family left.
At least the ones that count are still around, excluding Ned. Ned always counts. What about Rickon? Rickon is an Order 66 youngling. Plain and
Yes,
simple.
That's great. Rickon got younglinged. What do we do, Master?
Run! Just run to your brother! Brand. Who is Brand?
Brand. Who is that?
Brand, I would call very, very, very young Yoda, maybe? I mean, that's what the crow, the thread crow.
The three-eyed raven.
Yeah.
Is he Yoda? Yeah, he seems like just an older, wiser guy. I'm not sure
He's
Yoda.
the left hemisphere of Yoda, I don't know.
Brand, that's a good question. Is there?
Brand?
He's obviously a Jedi because he's got all
Yeah.
these powers, but he's more like the cerebral Jedi, not the fighting Jedi with the sword Jedi.
He's like an Opal Rancis type. The big bearded guy with the snake body.
Yeah, that's.
I'd
one.
say he's more like him.
Yeah. So, is there like an analog in Star Wars for Brand?
Just aside from a generic, he's a Jedi.
Ooh, there is. This is a long reach, Dave, because I've read the extended universe and I'm a fucking nerd. But it's a freaking nerd. In the extended universe, there is a certain character, Jason Solo, who can basically flow walk. We can go back in time and view like past occurrences. And it's very pretty much almost identical to like Green Sight. So I mean that's kind of a loose comparison. I don't know that he's in other respects he's not like Jason Solo. I guess you could make the argument that that Brand is just like Jason Solo before Jason Solo goes dark side. So that's kind of a reach.
I'm not going to dispute you on that because that part of the EU, I'm not as well versed as you are. So in respect to that, I'm not going to challenge you on that.
All right, but I can't come up with anything better at the moment. We'll probably think of it later.
No, there's nothing wrong with saying he's like the Unsullied Rex. Saying, well, that Unsullied, Grey Worm is Captain Rex, by the way. There we go. So okay. Aside from that, I can't say. Well, that Unsullied guy is Cody. That guy is Green. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, you can just get generic characters. So we have left. Ooh.
Dave, he is Jason Solo. There's a theory on the internet. I don't know if this is true. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a spoiler, but maybe
already
a spoiler
announced
warning.
it.
Yeah. But it is. There's a theory going around that Bran Stark is the Night King because he green sights back in time, and then he actually turns into the Night King. So he becomes Jason Solo.
So the guy that the little tree girl was stabbing in the chest with dragon glass was really Bran.
That was that's the theory anyway. I don't know.
Doesn't look. It was a blonde guy.
Yeah.
Bran has dark hair. Okay, whoever came up with that,
Yeah.
I don't agree with you, and I'm leaving it at that.
All right, moving on. Who else do we have?
Now I got Theon. Theon is Anakin Skywalker
Yes.
if he stopped with the younglings in his murder spree. If you know what I mean by that, folks.
Well, I was thinking that it's a little bit later, or somewhere around that time. He's just after he gets burned, because he gets maimed, and so does Theon. They both get maimed, and Anakin gets maimed.
And they both lose their nether regions.
They both lose
PG.
appendages, let's put it that.
Yes. Yes. And finally, last but not least, he's not a Stark or an adopted child, but he is Hodor. Hodor is a...
I come up with this. I think Hodor is Chewbacca. You think he's a Wookiee.
I say he's a generic Wookiee, not
Okay.
Chewbacca. Because Chewbacca...
Because
Chewbacca, they both got crushed to death. Chewbacca got crushed to death in the EU with a
There
planet.
you go.
And Hodor
There
got
we go.
crushed to death. Well, I'm assuming he got crushed to death by an onslaught of whites.
Or picked apart. I don't know. But yeah, the point is they're both tall, big, muscled, kind of.
But
things that
Chewbacca's
only
not.
say
Chewbacca's
one
not.
thing.
Is not an imbecile though. Hodor is an imbecile.
Yeah, that's about it. You could say that. Yeah.
Because Chewbacca's he's tech
But,
savvy.
hey, Hodor isn't an imbecile.
He is an imbecile. He is an imbecile. You can only say his name is Hodor. That's all you can say. And he's also a scared little coward unless Bran
That's
warps
true,
into him.
That's true. That's true.
Chewbacca is not. Chewbacca is one to rip the arms out of you.
Chewbacca is, yeah, he's a smart guy, obviously. But in Star Wars, there's not many in the way of, like, slow people. I mean, you could argue of some stupid characters.
Yeah. Admiral Ozzel, looking at you. Element of surprise. Next up, my buddy, is, I'll let you take it away.
Oh, we are finally past the goody good two-shoe house into House Lannister. Man, I didn't have time to prepare for this, so we'll have to shoot from the hip. But Tywin Lannister is he is a very he obviously everybody in Lannister is bad guys, except for perhaps Tyrion. Yeah.
He repented.
Tywin seems to me one of the. First of all, he's very disciplined. He controls his
He's
emotions.
Dooku. He is Dooku.
I'm gonna reach back. I'm gonna say he's Bane, Darth Bane. If you know a little bit more about his background,
his physical prowess, there's no talk of his.
There isn't, but he basically is the grandfather of the Sith, in the Game of Thrones, he's the grandfather of the family. I mean, yeah, I guess you could say he's Bane. You could also make it all of arguments. He could be, what's another disciplined?
Dooku is very disciplined. That's why I reached for Dooku.
Dooku. The thing about that, he started out as a Jedi and he turned. So he's one of the traitors. So he.
Okay, I hear that.
I see what you're saying.
Right.
He could do a Dooku. I mean, he has some similarities. I mean, he just has a lot of similarities to other.
They're both filthy rich.
That's true. They both are filthy rich. That's not bad. That's not a bad one either. Dooku's not a bad one.
He's maybe an amalgam of Dooku and Bane.
Mm-hmm.
But Bane's also rich too.
Yep.
Remember, Bane. Dooku has a rich family though. Bane just stole his wealth from people. He killed them and just took their wealth. Mm-hmm. The Dooku family and Serena are just naturally wealthy people.
Can even, yeah.
I like the Buffetts of Serena.
I think Bane's the only one that really comes to mind. I mean, there's a lot of ancient Sith Lords. I could probably fit another one of them. But I think he's just the forefather of the current Sith. You could go back even further and say that he's Valkyrian or Vitiate. That's another way. That's another way of putting it. But actually, that would be an even better analogy because Vitiate Valkyrian, who's like an old Sith Lord, he did distinguish himself at a very young age, like Tywin. So anyway, this is all like Sith lore. That's kind of obscure. All right, moving on. Anything else about Tywin of interest?
Well, in comparison, Tywin and Dooku did not have a very they both had a very unceremonious death.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good one. That's a good one.
There's that
They
comparison.
did. Yeah, they
They
did.
both got killed by somebody who was inferior to them.
That's true. Okay. Jamie and Cersei. Boy, these two.
Jamie and Cersei. Let's go with Jamie first.
Okay. So what's up with
I hate Jamie.
First of all, he's so Star Wars he gets his hand cut off. That's like the most Star Wars thing ever, right?
He is no Luke Skywalker. He's like evil Luke. He is. Like I mentioned before.
Oh, he is because he gives into his temptation to be incestuous. You see, he is like evil Luke.
He is dirty Luke.
He's dirty Luke.
Not evil Luke. He's dirty Luke.
He's dark Luke. I mean, there's certain times in this.
He's Luke Skywalker from Heir to the Empire trilogy. The clone.
Yes, from you were talking about the Thrawn trilogy.
Luke Skywalker with the two U's. I don't know.
So that's actually really good. Yeah, he gets his hand cut off, and he kisses his sister. So he is the evil Luke.
Okay. Aside from the his intimate aspects of this character, who is he really more like? I say he's very scoundrel like Han Solo.
Yes, he's got that charm.
He's Lando. He is a Lando because Lando is good at heart, but when push comes to
Betrays.
shove, he betrays.
into no interest.
I mean, but exactly. I mean,
That's a good point. He does have some similarities to Lando as well.
I mean, because he killed.
But Lando's not a Force user. I mean, if we're talking about, he's got to be. I mean, he's a swordsman, so obviously, I mean, he's one of the best swordsmen in the entire series of Game of Thrones, but in the top 5.
Well, for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, before he is.
I got handed off to him.
So handed off to Philippe. So, and he's a Lannister, so he would be some kind of he would be some kind of a Jedi saber, not Jedi Sith saber wielding kind of guy. Who would be? I mean, the closest analogy I can think of is somebody who's really charming on the Sith side. Not a lot of charmers. Not a lot of good-looking folks on our side there. So let's see. Who did we have? Not sure. We had. It's kind of hard to reach for somebody who's like exactly like Jamie.
No, I can't think of anyone either. I think of the Dark Jedi guy for the Bane. He's a Dark Jedi. He's not a Sith Lord.
Oh man, that's gonna be tough to come up with.
I think he's just a hodgepodge of different characters put together. I can't say he's one person. He's a little Lando, a little evil Luke, a little Han Solo in there.
I mean, I gotta think of somebody who really fits his character well eventually.
Maybe we'll come back to him.
We'll probably come back to him.
Let's just do Cersei.
All right. Actually, I do know who Jamie is. He's Darth Vader.
Darth Vader or Anakin?
Same person, really. So, it's because, obviously Darth Vader gets his hand cut off too, and other parts.
Jamie.
But but they're both, of course, very gifted swordsmen. They're both fall under the sway of. We'll get to who each falls under the sway of, but Anakin falls under the sway of Palpatine, and Jamie under Cersei.
By the pants by his sister.
So, I mean, and of course, he is kind of just like Darth Vader. Jamie's kind of like the reluctant enforcer. So I think there's a lot of parallels. And
Anakin, that's the Anakin aspect. Because you begin with, remember, Anakin goes up to Mustafar and kills the Confederacy delegation.
Right.
That you see him crying while he has a yellow eye. He didn't want to kill them all, but he did. But that's wrong. That's because Vader needs his suit. He's like, yeah, kill some guys today.
Yeah, basically, Jamie's black Vader suit is his golden hand.
Anakin had a golden hand.
That's true.
He did.
That's a good point.
Hey, George R. Martin, were you taking some notes? I'm kidding.
No, well, basically, yeah. All right. Anything else on Jamie? I guess
next up to bat is...
Yes, Cersei. So that transitions pretty well. Because I think we both agree that
Palpatine.
She's Palpatine. She's
Hands
just a female
down.
Palpatine.
Yeah,
especially now that she's on the throne.
Yes.
She's got these...
And she's been deformed and tortured. You think about it, she has been deformed. I mean, having her hair chopped off was a way of sort of like punishing her physically. The Septa did her.
The whole shame thing.
Trying.
So that was power. Shame. So Cersei's Palpatine. I don't think there's any question about it.
Yeah. Next up, the great debate between us, Tyrion.
Okay, this is where we differ, Dave. Go ahead and make your case.
I say he's Yoda. Size matters not. First of all, Tyrion and Yoda are just ridiculously wise and just have such great foresight and knowledge, and they're both leading a young. I won't call Luke a ruler, but there's some parallels between Luke and Daenerys in certain aspects. They're both trying to help restore an order. Daenerys trying to restore House Targaryen to its rightful place, and Luke trying to restore the Jedi Order to its right to keep it in existence. I see strong. Basically, you can say Tyrion is kind of Obi-Wan-ish, but I think not really. I think it's really more Yoda. So that's part of my argument.
Well, I think the size really is a little bit misleading. At first, I agree with you. He kind of does. encompass some parts of Yoda because he's just small and he's deformed, just like Yoda. And the whole, as you said, the whole idea behind Yoda is the size matters not, and that kind of leads people for some false expectations. Same thing with Tyrion a little bit, where you underestimate him if you just look at his size or his face. And but I think that he is the Han Solo of Game of Thrones.
Sorry, folks, I was laughing. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at myself.
There was a good number of reasons. I mean, first of all, he's always got the snarky comeback. He's always got the snarky comeback, just like Han Solo. He doesn't have allegiance to his home. He's basically a vagabond who goes around, beds whoever he likes, drinks as much as he wants. I mean, he's a scoundrel. Just like Han Solo, you first meet him at the cantina. I mean, what does Tyrion love to do? He loves to drink. I mean, I think that there's a good case to be made. Of course, all these scoundrelly quotes, like, you know, when you think of Han Solo, you think of a snarky guy who's smiling, making you laugh, who's charming you. That's basically describes Tyrion.
In some ways, you could say that maybe Tyrion's Lando also.
Yeah, because Lando and Han are very similar. Also, I mean, that's why they're friends. So anyway, and then what else? Soon Tyrion will get his dragon, I'm sure, and Han's got his dragon, which is the Millennium Falcon. So there's
the dragons did not eat him or barbecue him or anything like that when he went to go pet them.
Yep. It's because he's got a lot of personal charisma, and just like Han Solo, Tyrion gets out of situations by using his tongue. He's like, hold on, let's make a deal. Like that's what Tyrion's all about. And there's
Han gets himself in trouble with his tongue also.
And so does Tyrion sometimes too. Yeah, but that's like the fun. He's got his strength is his weakness. His tongue will save him, but sometimes damns him. And there's
also Tyrion did shoot first. Tyrion shot first.
That's true.
None of this going back and having Tywin pull out a pocket bow and arrow.
He shot way first while Tywin was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Okay, so I'll give you that one too. They both shoot first.
And there's more. The other reason that I think he's Han Solo is because the top 3 characters in Game of Thrones are Jon Snow, Daenerys Targaryen, and Tyrion Lannister.
My 3 favorite characters.
Which is like the Holy Trilogy of Holy Trinity of Game of Thrones, they exactly parallel the Holy Trinity of Star Wars, which is Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and Leia. So I think there's another case to be made for that. So anyway, you folks decide at home, who is Tyrion? All right.
Oh yeah, we have Tyrion. We have Bronn and Podrick.
Bronn and Podrick.
Braun's Chewbacca.
Yeah, he's a sidekick.
And he's muscle.
He's muscle. Yep.
And Bronn is actually savvy.
Well, Bronn is all he cares about is money. I don't think that's.
But
Chewbacca cares
I'm
about loyalty.
I'm looking at his fighting prowess and in his savviness. Although the savviness.
That's true. That's a good point. But he's just too money to me to be Chewbacca. Chewbacca's all about honor, and the whole. Let me think.
Fine, Bronn's Lando. He's in the money also.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's true.
Why not? Why can't
Bronn and Tyrion are Lando and Han. I agree with that.
Why?
All right. Then we got Podrick. Anything on him?
Podrick is Han's is the holster. Han's holster. Because he is a squire and he holds weapons. That's it. Okay, Podrick Payne is Han Solo's leather holster on his next. Sorry.
We're gonna skip past Kevin and Lancel Lannister.
Lancel, no, that's not true. Lancel,
Oh.
Lancel is a Sith acolyte.
Yeah, a mountain. I think is the closest thing I can think of is Savage.
Savage Opress, yeah. Savage Opress.
All right, and that rounds out kind of most of House Lannister there.
And real quick, let's jump to miscellaneous. Speaking of the mountain, what about the Hound?
The Hound, he's kind of like the Mountain but with a heart. I don't know. He kind of reminds me of Maul. The Hound is
the Hound.
Maul. He has some. And just like the Hound and the Mountain are brothers.
They are brothers.
Oppressive brothers.
His crew, but the Hound.
Mm-hmm.
Cares for people. Darth Maul. No, that's not true. Darth Maul cares for his mother and his family.
Darth Maul later has more character than just in
Yeah, but the difference is Darth Maul cares for Savage, where the Hound hates the Mountain.
Yeah.
We'll call him Darth Maul.
Alright. Anything about Brotherhood Without Banners?
Brotherhood Without Banners.
They seem kind of like a Jedi group to me.
Brotherhood Without Banners. No, what they are? They're the Iron. I know they're the Iron Knights. You ever heard of the Iron Knights?
Mm-hmm.
There's I think this Jedi Master that basically he found like these sentient crystals.
Mm-hmm.
He had these very heretical beliefs, and he got exiled from the Jedi Council.
Mm-hmm.
He found these crystals that were force sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
He developed a way through technology to be able to get them to communicate.
Oh yeah.
And he put them inside droids.
Yep.
So they're sort of like not that. So they're they're kind of the Jedi, but they're like outcasts.
Yeah.
The Brotherhood Without Banners, they're viewed as heretic. They're viewed as like not heretics. They're viewed as just radical, crazy people, offshoots.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess they're the Iron Knights of the Westeros. Okay. Oh, we'll get to him.
Okay.
We'll get to him.
Who should we go to jump to next?
If we're on Lannister, we might as well go to the House Baratheon.
Yes. House Baratheon.
First off, Robert
Baratheon. Well, he's a shadow of his former self.
I said he's Vader. I would say Baratheon is Vader.
Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Gut. Very trooper go boar hunting.
That's good.
I would say he's Vaderish. I'd say he's Vader. Joffrey.
Oh.
We had some fun with this. Joffrey, should we go with our original pick and our new pick?
Either one.
Joffrey, Joffrey is Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren, I like that the most.
They both emotionally act out violently whenever things are on the way. They're both led to believe that they have some sort of power over other people, and they do to a degree, but they're really being influenced by a much more wizened and respected figure.
Yeah. So in the case of Kylo Ren, it is the Snoke, and then
Joffrey has
Joffrey's
Tywin.
Really Tywin behind the throne.
And to also extend his mother, Cersei.
Yep. Good.
Myrcella, she's a young wing. Next. Tommen.
Tommen,
I got this one.
Go ahead.
I got this one.
Go ahead.
Tommen is Senator Binks.
Senator
What I said
I
was
agree.
Senator Binks, not Jar Jar. He is Senator Binks because Tommen and Senator Binks both, while well intended, each made a very vital mistake. Senator Binks gave emergency powers to Palpatine, and Tommen unified the Sept in the Crown,
Yep.
which got rid of, for example, trial by combat, and
Basically, they're both changed the rules to allow more power for evil people.
and it was both done by naive people. And Jar Jar's a senator. A senator has some influence or power. And of course, he was part of Naboo. Naboo was a respected planet because Palpatine was a senator and
Sure.
Amidala.
All right, Tommen.
So that was Tommen. We said Tommen again as Senator Binks.
I don't know who Stannis Baratheon would be.
Stannis Baratheon.
He's one of those really forceful people, very morose. I'm coming up with nothing today.
Man, if any of you guys out there want to put down jump in, you're welcome. Please leave a comment down below.
Once we see it, be like, yeah, that's Stannis.
You know what, Stannis, we'll let you guys decide. Renly, let's just speak this out. Renly is a very compassionate guy.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And he has interesting preferences in that fun.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a very he gets killed by his brother.
Mm-hmm.
And he has I just felt bad when he died. He got killed by a little demon.
Yeah, it sucks.
Baby demon.
It's a shitty way to go. Sucky way to go.
I would say
he feels like he got Order 66.
He's an Order 60. He's not so innocent though. I'd say he's an outspoken senator that got silenced.
Yeah, that's true. He got Palpatine.
Yeah.
All right. I was thinking Melisandre while you were talking about Stannis. I think Melisandre is who's that? the Grand Witch of the Night Sisters,
Mother
Mother
Talzin?
Talzin. I think that's
Yeah.
Melisandre.
Mother Talzin.
Pretty
There we go.
fair, right?
Excellent.
All right.
Next up, since we're dealing with royalty, it's not a house, but it has very big players on it. The small council. We're gonna go with the small council regarding when Joffrey took over. So that would be and / Cersei. So let's work up Varys first.
Okay, Varys. You had a good thought about Varys.
I said Varys is Thrawn.
I like that. I think it's the closest thing. Of course, nobody is exactly like Thrawn, but Varys is very close.
Because you guys might be thinking, well, Varys is in the military. It's not true. Varys has this intricate spy network, and espionage is part of warfare. So he is a military mind in that respect, and a given chance
And
to.
as you recall, if you've read Sun Tzu, all warfare is deception.
And Varys is respected and feared, just like and
Thrawn.
Thrawn is.
And then
And they're both outsiders because Varys is a unit. Is a
eunuch
is a
from
unit.
far, across the sea, and
Thrawn
Thrawn
is
is
just
yes,
alien.
yeah, from the unknown regions.
Next is Littlefinger.
Littlefinger. He's
I
kind of
hate
like.
that guy. I'm sorry. I just had to say.
I guess he's
it.
got like the evil Thrawn.
I would say he's evil Thrawn.
Yeah. All right.
Pycelle.
Pycelle.
Oh, I know. He's Masamida. He's the blue guy with the horn who just holds the stands next to Palpatine.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a
He's
good one.
Masamida.
That's a good one. I like that. Yeah, he is Masamida.
Qyburn. I pronounce it Qyburn.
Yeah, Qyburn, the necromancer who raises up the mountain.
Sir Robert.
So who would he be? He reminds me of like one of the Trade
Falcon.
Federation like dudes. I don't know. He reminds me. I'm getting that
Wat
vibe from him.
Tambor?
I'm getting the Wat Tambor. I'm getting the big alien vibe.
Gunnery?
No. He's not that stupid.
Qyburn.
Qyburn's pretty intelligent.
He's an alchemist. He's an
He
alchemist.
is.
I'd say he's a little Sithy.
He is Sithy. He's got that Sith alchemy going. Maybe he's like a Plagueist.
Possible.
Ooh.
Plagueis. I like. Let's go with Plagueis.
Creates life.
He does create life.
Oh, got it. All
And
right.
he's also a master manipulator, and so is Plagueis.
Yes.
I mean, he and Cersei orchestrated the whole burning of the Sept, executing the burns
I like
of
it.
the
He's a
council.
Plagueist.
So that is a small council that I can think of. We got everyone else that was on there. Next up is another big house out of the
Big three. Targaryen. Oh,
Yeah.
Big four, I
big
guess.
four, really.
Yeah.
Oh no, not anymore. No.
Nobody
Baratheon-
left. Baratheon is extinct.
gone. They are gone. No, really, they're gone.
They are gone.
Tommen was the last vestige.
Yep. Targaryens.
Daenerys.
Targaryen. Leia.
Yeah, Leia.
Yeah.
Leia.
Yeah.
That just
That's
it
it.
has me explaining. She has a little touch
Yeah.
of Luke in there.
Leads
but
the rebellion. She leads the frees the slaves. Yada yada. She's got the whole.
she has
whole
her.
thing
She has her.
She even wears white, just like Leia.
and she also had her homeland pillaged and destroyed. And
Mm-hmm.
yep.
So did Alderaan.
Next up, Viserys. I'm so excited. I love Viserys. Oh, he's C-3PO. They both got golden heads.
Golden Rock. That's good. That's pretty funny.
Okay. Next. They're both annoying characters. No, that's not true. I tolerate C-3PO. I think
They're
Viserys.
both, but you're right. They're both kind of give you that same annoyance. Like, oh god.
No one's ever like, oh, 3PO is a beloved character because he's just classic. But no one's ever like, oh boy, I see a 3PO scene.
Exactly. Yeah.
All
All right. Anything else in Targaryen? Oh,
I wrote Ares on here, but Ares.
Ares the Mad King.
He's dead.
But he's Palpatine too.
He's Palpatine. Doesn't say he's ready to
Burn them alive.
Yeah.
Burn them all.
Now next, going with I could call it the Daenerys Small Council. It's
Yeah.
called Grey Worm.
Great.
Captain Rex.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Captain
He's
Rex.
a clone trooper because he's Unsullied.
Yep. And Jorah. I said Obi-Wan Kenobi on this one.
I like that. I'll agree with you. That makes sense to me in a lot of ways. Yeah.
Yep. And Sir Barristan Selmy is also Obi-Wan Kenobi, pretty much.
Yeah, a different, like more of the earlier General Kenobi. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Missandei.
Masani.
C-3PO, they're both interpreters.
The handmaiden of Padme. That's what I get vibe from her.
Okay, so we'll call her
Handmaiden or something.
yeah, handmaid.
All right.
Dario Naharis.
Dario Naharis. He reminds me of Han Solo. He gives
He's
me that
Han
vibe.
Solo, yeah.
All right.
Totally.
Anybody else?
Miscellaneous jump time. Miscellaneous.
All
I'll give you this one, my good friend.
right. Quick lightning round. All the Night's Watch.
The Night's Watch.
Mm-hmm.
Sir Alistair.
No, just like, what do you think of them in general?
Oh, in general, they're the Jedi. I made note of. I don't know if people know about this. Lucian Dre, Zane Carrick. Lucian Dre was part of the group of the Jedi that had the prophecy where they saw a figure in red who would cause like a huge catastrophe for the Jedi Order. So they slaughtered them all. So I picked that with Sir Alistair. They saw catastrophe with leaving John in as commander, so him and Ollie and the other two dudes went and they did a coup d'etat on John.
So yeah, there's some Night Watch that are bad Jedi like Lucian Dre, but others like John. Basically, they're just like the Jedi Order. They take a vow to defend the Republic, aka like the Seven Kingdoms.
The Southerners.
Are ever vigilant. They don't take a loved one. They wear a robe.
They're seasoned warriors.
They basically almost completely forgo possessions and forgo their previous life. Yep, a lot of things. All right, anything? Some fan favorites. Oberyn Martell.
From House of Prince Oberyn.
The Red
You
Viper.
hate that. You killed
your children.
You murderer. Someone's out there saying, "You guys said it wrong. Jerks suck. You dropped dead guys. You said it wrong." Okay, thanks for listening to.
Elia Martell. You killed her. You murdered her.
You murdered children. You killed
You
them.
killed her children. Ah.
Prince Oberyn.
Confess.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Prince Oberyn. Oh my goodness.
He's Han Solo.
Hans. I picked Anakin.
Anakin? What?
They're
Really?
both. I picked Anakin.
Uh-huh.
They're both very passionate. They're both very hot-headed, and they both and their downfall was their own hot-headedness.
That's a good one. Damn.
Oberyn is Anakin. They
Let's
both
see.
have very very beautiful partners.
So Queen of Thorns. Who is it, Dave?
Stretch here, Mara Jade.
A little bit of a stretch, but I like it. They're both women with. I call Queen of Thorns spicy grandma.
I love it.
Spicy grandma.
Muy caliente.
All right. Anybody else of mention? I think that wraps it up.
No.
Of course.
Couple of big guys we got. Khal Drogo real quick.
Yeah.
Khal Drogo. I don't know about Khal Drogo, but I know for the Dothraki, they are sand people.
People.
They're Tuskens.
Tuskens. And what about the
No, I take it back. Khal Drogo is a Shardhead.
Who's that?
Before he was Darth Krayt, he was a Shardhead.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Khal Drogo is a Shardhead and Darth Krayt. Yeah, same character.
They both have ponytails.
And both are sand people.
Yeah.
So Khal Drogo. By the way, who are the zombies and the
Whites.
the White Walkers?
The White Walkers.
Mhm.
We said they were Rackles, pretty
Rackles.
much.
Kinda, yeah.
That's the closest
Yeah, a
analogy
little
here.
bit like it.
The whites for sure. I mean, not that you get like
Whites
a
for
rat
sure.
wolf scratches you, you turn rat wolf, but a white kills you, you're eventually going to be
You
resurrected
turn.
as another white. So
And then
the wildlings in general are
I was also thinking same people for that.
they're Corellians.
Just pick pictures about any race of primitives in Star Wars.
Thorians.
The Quarren, for instance. Felucians. Felucians wildlings.
Solutions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Then let's wrap up with
That's your guy right there.
Jaqen H'ghar. A man.
Boba Fett.
Yes.
I'm wearing a Jaqen's underneath.
He's wearing a Jaqen shirt. A man has 3 names.
And real quick, Cyril Farrell, who I say is him.
Cyril Farrell, huh? I don't know if you got
What
somebody.
do you say to the gods of death?
Not today. Not today. But he's like he seems very Jedi-y, like trained trains other little Jedi.
Yeah.
He could be on the Jedi Council.
Same thing with Sir Davos Seaworth, also
Mhm.
Jedi Council. And we'll say
Yep.
his Ki-Adi Mundi, they both have beards and
Pick your
yeah,
favorite Jedi
see how they look
Councilor.
like. If I think we got everybody
Got everybody who of note, I think.
that I can think
Large
of.
cast of Game of
Also,
Thrones.
if people haven't noticed, we've really been basing this mostly off of the TV show. So if you're
Yes.
like, you guys, you didn't read Storm of Dragons, it's like, okay, we didn't.
Yeah,
But
alright.
we're basing off
Guilty
that.
as charged. Yeah. So, this was fun, Dave.
This was fun.
Yeah.
We are very much looking forward to. I think was it 42 days left, 41 days left
Oh,
until
it's just
season
weeks
7.
until we're seeing season 7.
So
If you're not watching Game of Thrones, what are you doing with your life?
yeah, seriously. You're watching Epic Star Wars Battle Reports is what you're doing.
That's right. Subscribe, guys, so that
And
you too.
And don't.
Yes. Yeah. Good.
And leave a like
Oh, please do.
and a comment.
Please do. We like to read your comments, gang.
We have nothing to do all day. I have no life. I have no life until you leave me a comment.
Give Dave something to do, please. Leave a comment
Alright.
and subscribe
Alright.
so that you too can know the power of the plastic side of the Force.